Well, good evening. We begin with uh, January the 9th, our ninth day of this year-long Bible study. Interesting discussions today dealing with Isaac and Jacob and Rebekah and Esau and uh, Esau selling his birthrights, Isaac lying about Rebekah being his sister and not his wife, something that his father Abraham had done before him as well. The deception of Rebekah and Jacob for the blessing of um, Isaac, and thus resulting in Esau losing the blessing of his father and developing a real hatred for his brother Jacob. Hatred to a point that he had planned to kill his brother once his father passed away. Thus, we start, that I want to talk about is Jacob's journey a little bit. Jacob had left his homeland with his parents at the encouragement of his mother through his father, and encouraged him to go back to her family to find a wife. He was traveling from Beersheba to Bethel, and I'm not sure if I'll say those names right, but I'll do my best. It was about a 40-mile journey, and so it wasn't something that he made in a short period of time. Providence brought him to a convenient place shaded with trees, a place where he could rest himself for the night. But it was not a comfortable rest. He had stones for his pillow, a cold, hard ground for his bed, and the heavens above him were his canopy. He was very vulnerable where he was, and fleeing for his life, he was very vulnerable out in the open where he was. However, as I was reading, it went on to say that it was a place where he found great rest. But I want to back up just a minute. I've slept in those places, and maybe you have as well, those cold, hard places. And I can assure you that I did not have a good night's rest, a peaceful rest, a restful rest. I woke up with my body aching and hurting, cold and shivering, just waiting to find a warm place. But that night, God chose this place to bring a message to Jacob. And it was a night that he affirmed his covenant again with Jacob. Jacob heard the words of the Almighty and saw the vision. It was the best night's sleep he had probably ever had in his life. God's time to visit him and his people are times with that he brings comfort is when you're most destitute of other comforts and other comforters. And I think that's many times true is God takes away those comforts from us to bring us to a point of desolation that we have nothing else but to be there in those cold, hard places and ready to listen. And we come out of those many times saying that is the best, most refreshing time that I've ever had with the Lord. In the vision, Jacob saw the angels were very active, and I think that should be an encouragement to us all. They were constantly ascending and descending. They never rested, day or night. They are always, always serving. He also heard encouraging words that night from the Lord. The former promise made to his father was repeated, and it was ratified to him. God told Jacob that he would be the same to him as he had been to Abraham and Isaac. What encouraging words I think that must have been to him. But he also received a fresh promise from God that night. God said, "What's more, I am with you, and I will protect you wherever you go." Thus comes the peace. With a brother hot on his heels, just ready to kill him, God told him that he would protect him wherever he went. And Jacob woke up and said these words, "Surely the Lord is in this place, and I wasn't even aware of it." How many times do we have that in our lives? We're not even aware that God is in that place, but he is. What an awesome place that is what he went on to say. It is none other than the house of God, the very gateway to heaven. He didn't have an easy life. We read on about his journey in finding a wife and getting the wife that he most loved, and the deception from his father-in-law, and then the multitude of children born to Jacob between multiple wives. But again, God's promise as he made to Jacob on that journey that night is the same promise he makes to us. And he tells us that he will protect us wherever we go.